Hey guys, okay, so today we're going to start our new chapter, which is on shapes. So if you have not already, go ahead and download the worksheet number 1, which should say 11.1 on the top, and so that you can follow along with me. I'm going to do some of the problems together, and then I'll let you do some on your own. So go ahead and download this. The first 4 pages are worksheets for us. They're very quick ones. And then the last 4 pages will be the answers so that you can check your work when you're done. Okay, so let's get started. So a polygon. A polygon is a closed plane figure formed by 3 or more segments that meet at vertices. Okay, so it has to be closed. It has to have 3 or more lines, and those meet at vertices. So let's look at our shapes here. Let's see if they are polygons. So my first shape right here, it has 3 or more lines, but it's not closed. It has to be closed. You see this opening here? So this is not considered a polygon. Big X next to it. My next shape, it is closed. You see there's no openings. It has 3 or more lines. This one has 4 lines. And so this one is a polygon. Put a big check next to that one. Next one, closed. This one is closed all the way around. It has 3 or more lines. We're good. That one's a polygon. This one, it has 3 or more lines, but it's not closed. You see how there's an opening here? If there was a line from here to here, we'd be good to go. But because of that, it is not a polygon. And then the last one is a circle. It is closed. You can see there's no openings, but it has to have 3 or more lines. This circle just has one continuous line. A line, as you know, is straight like that. The circle does not have any lines, so it's not a polygon, just like that. So next thing we're going to do is we're going to move on to our little table that you have. Oh, first I want to talk about vertices. If you're not familiar what a vertice is, that is when 2 line segments come together. So as you can see right here, I know this isn't a polygon, but this line segment and this line segment come together to form a vertice. That's a vertice there. This line and this line come together to form a vertice right there. These lines don't come together, and as you can see, there's no line coming into this one, so there's no vertice there. But anywhere you see 2 lines come together, that's a vertice. So all of these are vertices. Okay, so let's move on to our little table. I am pretty much just filling out this table right here that's on page 637. So I have a triangle. How many sides does it have? First, tri, we know means 3, so that's easy to remember. It has 1, 2, 3 sides. How many angles does it have? Right here, we have an acute angle. This one looks like a right angle and another acute angle. So that's 1, 2, 3 angles. And then last, how many vertices does it have? Remember, that's when 2 lines come together. 1, 2, 3 vertices. Next, I have a quadrilateral. Quad also means 4. So as you probably can guess, how many sides? 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. How many angles? 1, 2, 3, 4 angles. And how many vertices? 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can start to see a little pattern, right? Whoops, that's a terrible 4. 4. Next, pentagon. Pent means 5. So you guessed it, 5 sides, 5 angles, and 5 vertices. Hexagon, it has 6. Hex means 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 angles. 1 angle here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of everything. 6. 6. Heptagon. 7 sides, 7 angles, 7 vertices. Octagon. This one's easy. Octa means 8. Think of octopus. Octopus has 8 legs if you didn't know that, but I'm sure you do. Octagon, 8. 8 of everything. 8 sides, 8 angles, 8 vertices. Nonagon. Non means 9. So 9 sides, 9 angles, 9 vertices. And the last one, decagon, you guessed it, 10 of everything. Deca means 10, so think of like a decade. 10 sides, 10 angles, 10 vertices. Okay, so I need you guys to memorize how many sides and how many angles and how many vertices each shape has. So that if I were to ask you off the top of your head, you should get it. So on Friday, when we do a little review before our quiz, I'm gonna call people out. I'll say, Joshua, how many sides does a heptagon have? Daniel Lynn, an octagon has how many sides? I don't know. I have a shape that has 9 sides. What's that called? So make sure that you have all these memorized and can go through each one, okay? So let's move on. I'll give you a quick little tour of my apartment so we can move on to the next one. Okay, so I'm on the next page, page 638, and we're gonna talk about more polygons. We know polygons are, you step back a little bit, thanks. Polygons are shapes that have at least 3 sides and they're closed, right? So we have regular polygons and not regular polygons. A regular polygon is when all sides are congruent. We know congruent means the same and all angles are congruent. So all the angles are the same and all the sides are the same. When you have that, that's called a regular polygon. If you look at your shape here, I have 4 centimeters, 4 centimeters, 4, 4, 4. All of the sides are 4 centimeters and all of these angles are the same exact degree. So they all look like they are acute angles and they're all exactly the same. To show that they're the same, you might see a little mark here. See how this 4 centimeters has a red line, red line? All of them have a red line. All the ones that have a line like this means that they're the same size. In order to have a regular polygon, I have to have the same size sides and angles. So this one's a regular polygon. Next, let's move on to not a regular polygon. They need to have a better name for this instead of not a regular polygon, but we'll just do what they say. So this is when not all sides are congruent or the same, and not all angles are congruent or the same. So if you look at this, I have this side is 4 centimeters and this side is 4 centimeters, but these sides up here are not 4 centimeters. So that automatically means it's not a regular polygon because I need all of this sides to be the same. Next, the angles. This angle and this angle are the same, but this angle and this angle are different. And so that means it's not a regular polygon. In order to see how like this 4 centimeters and this 4 centimeters each has 1 line, that means that these are the same. But this has 1 line and this has 2 lines. That means that this and this are different because this one's 2 centimeters and this one is 4 centimeters. But 2 centimeters and 2 centimeters is the same. That's why they both have 2 lines. So that's how you can tell if sides are the same or different. So come on over here and we're gonna do a little bit of a worksheet together and then I'm gonna let you go on your own. Show my laptop. Okay, so up here is more information on a regular polygon and not a regular polygon if you wanna read it. I used the same example as before, so if you're still a little unclear, go through this again. So let's go move on to this Venn diagram. So it says label the Venn diagram to classify the polygons in each group. So here I have congruent, which I mean is the same. So all the ones in this circle are congruent something and all the ones in this circle are congruent something. So let's take a look. Let's see, does this circle here all have the same side length? So this right here you can see is long and long. I know that these 2 sides are the same because they both have 2 lines, but this line right here looks a lot shorter, so I can tell that the sides are not the same length because this one only has 1 line and this one has 2. So I know these are not the same sides. So now let's look at angles. I can tell that this is a right angle, this is a right angle, right angle, right angle. Same with this shape, and even though this one is not drawn on, I know that this is a right angle, right angle. So all of the shapes in this circle right here have congruent angles. Okay, so let's move on to this side. They all look like they have the same sides. So this line right here looks to be the same size as this line here, which is the same as this one and this one. I know for a fact they're all the same length because they all have 1 little marking right there saying that they're all the same. Same with this one. They all have the same 1 marking. So I know that all of the sides of the shape are the same. And same with this one. Even though it doesn't have the markings, I can tell that this line and this line are the same length, which is the same length as this line, which is the same length as this one. So I know all of these have the same side lengths. As far as angles go, they're different. Here, I have an obtuse angle, and it's the same as this. But up here, I have an acute angle. So my angles are different here, but my sides are the same. So everyone in this circle on this side have congruent side, we'll say side lengths. Now, for the ones in the middle, we know that they have congruent angles and congruent sides. So every length or every side here is the same length. I know that because of these little markings here. And all of the angles are same. I know that because all of the markings are the same. So what is a shape called when I have all side lengths that are the same and all angles are the same? I know that that is a regular polygon, just like that. Okay, so yeah, let's do this share and show together. So name the polygon, then use the markings on the figure to tell whether it's a regular polygon or not a regular polygon. So name the polygon. So how many sides does this polygon have? I know it's a polygon because it's closed and it has at least 3 sides. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3 sides. 3 I know means tri. So this is a triangle. Are all the sides and angles congruent? Yes, I know this is the same length as this, which is the same length as, whoops, this. Whoa. A little rusty here. And then all my angles are the same because they have the same marking as well. So yes, all the sides and all the angles are congruent. Is this a regular polygon? Yes, it is, because all the sides are the same and all the angles are the same. Okay, so the next 2 pages you are going to do on your own. I'm going to do the first 2 with you, but you guys got this. And when you're done, you can go scroll down to the next couple of pages of this worksheet and check your work. So let's go over number 2 together. Name each polygon, then tell whether it's a regular polygon or not a regular polygon. So first I want to name it. I need to know how many sides there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is a hexagon. Whoops. Just went straight for the X. Hexagon. I know 6-sided shape is called a hexagon. Now I need to know, is it a regular polygon or not a regular polygon? All of the sides are the same. I know this because they look like they're the same length. And also they all have the same marking, meaning that each one is the same. And then the angles are all the same. 1, because they look like they're the same. And 2, I know for sure because they all have the same marking in each angle. So yes, this is a regular polygon. All right, and that's what you're gonna do for the rest of the shapes. Let's just do number 3 together. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 sides. So I know that this is a quadrilateral, meaning that quad is the 4 sides. And then is this a regular polygon? I see that all the angles are the same. They all have right angles, so that's good. But the lengths are different sizes. This side here is shorter than it is here, and I know that for a fact because this only has 1 mark and this one has 2 marks. So this is not a regular polygon because the sides are different lengths. Not a regular polygon. Okay, and that's all there is to it. First you go through and you say what type of shape it is. We know what type of shape it is because you count the sides. And then you say, is it a regular polygon or not a regular polygon? That's what you do, yeah, for the next 2 pages. And then you can check your work.